Many years ago, back when I was in school, I suppose I was very sporty. I played rugby, I sailed a lot, I did a bit of running, I was captain of the school rugby team. And I kept fit and trim as any athletic school child would do. Um, as I left school, I played rugby in university, but maybe not so much, and I led a traditional student life. I probably put on a little bit of weight. After university, things slowed down a little bit. I played a small amount of club rugby, but I had a car crash when I was in my mid 20s and I damaged my back. That was probably the first start of my significant weight gain. I stopped playing rugby, but I kept eating and drinking like I was still playing. I put on a significant amount of weight at that stage. I went up to possibly 16, 17 stone. But I wanted to stay involved in rugby, so I became a referee. I began to train, but I didn't really train significantly or hard enough to make any major inroads into my weight gain. By the time I was in my mid 30s, I was up at 20 stone. And that's when I really needed to start thinking about uh, my significant issues that I had with health. There's a history of heart disease in my family. My father was overweight and he had his first heart attack at 41 and he passed away at 51. Um, I was just before 40 and I said, I have to do something about this. So that's when I filled in the application form for Operation Transformation. So back in November 2011, I weighed in at 20 and a half stone. I was selected as one of the five leaders on Series 5 of Operation Transformation. So I started in January 2012 and I was lucky enough to really embrace the lifestyle change that Operation Transformation offered me. I lost a stone in my first week and I continued to hit my targets week on, week on, week on. And by the end of the program, I'd lost just over 3.5 stone and I was down to in and around 16 stone at my final weigh in. The thing with Operation Transformation is, though, that it's not just the 7 weeks of the program, it gives you the tools to change your lifestyle. And that's what we did. Not just me, but in our household. My wife, my two young children, all embraced the opportunities that Operation Transformation gave us. And we continued to lose weight. I probably settled in and around 14 stone, 14 and a half stone maybe. And I kept running. Operation Transformation showed me that given the opportunities of trying, I was actually quite good at running. On Operation Transformation, the 5K run is a very important milestone. It's the end of the program. It's what you train towards. And exercise became part of our daily lives. That year in 2012, I ran the Dublin City Marathon. It was my goal race. It was what I was aiming to do because of Operation Transformation. And from then, I've continued on. I've run 4 more marathons. I've been lucky enough to take part in 2 half-Ironman triathlons. And exercise is just part of what we do in our family. The children are sporty in school. They're on school teams. They play rugby. They play soccer. They play GAA. We swim as a family. And we do everything together. I think what's really important is that, we're not overly zealous about what we do in the family. We just build exercise into our daily lives. I think simple things like taking the stairs instead of taking a lift, getting off the bus a stop early, are just being active, getting up, walking around. And also with regards to food in our family, it's important that we all sit down together. Eating dinner together is an opportunity to learn about each other's day. How did you get on? Have a chat. We're all leading busy lives nowadays, and it's important to set aside 20 or 30 minutes just to talk to each other once in a while. I also find it really important with food to involve the children in the cooking and preparation. It's my job as a parent to give them the life skills that when they do move on, that actually they're able to fend for themselves. Simple things like scrambled eggs, lasagna, a stew possibly, but get them involved in cooking, chopping, washing, and particularly the cleanup. When it comes to our food philosophy in the house, the main thing is that we cook fresh. We make sure that we use good, green, healthy vegetables, lots of colour on our plates. We tend not to use pre-made, pre-packaged food. But that's where Margaret's eggs come in. it provides a valuable source of protein in our life, which is really important for a family that trains and is very, very active. And it's not just for breakfast. Eggs give us a huge amount of opportunities to have meals at lunch and dinner and right throughout the day. They're quick and easy and incredibly nutritious.